Welcome to Graybo's Giblets. We are Gray Burnett and Ryan Fitz and Duke Dotson. And we own a sports card shop called Graybo's Sports Cards and a sports bar called Parlay in Richmond, Virginia. We know you don't have 40 hours per week to pour over podcasts and spreadsheets, but you want to get in on the action, so we do the work for you. We bring you 30-minute giblets each week so you can feel good heading up to the window and into the weekend. We are the crossroads of sports lovers, fantasy heads, sports betting, and sports cards. We're out here dropping giblets for the people, and today is week 2 of the NFL season with Duke Dotson, Denny One Time, and Ryan Fitz, a.k.a. Fitzy Baby, which we're not allowed to call him.
Haven't heard that in a while.
That's cap.
Bring it back.
What's going on? Were y'all just pleased sitting on the couch Sunday watching the NFL? And not only were you watching the NFL, but the games were good.
Yeah.
All
great
of them.
week.
Probably maybe the game of the year already with Bills and Ravens.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, how was that for you guys? Did you guys enjoy that game?
I just cannot stay away.
I knew neither one of you guys.
I
were.
stayed
You
awake.
did? Stay awake.
I stayed awake Sunday and Monday this week, believe it or not.
Okay, I was gonna admit that I actually fell asleep at the very end.
You did.
Yeah,
just
so I saw him.
cannot
I
do
saw him
it.
cut it to. I saw him fail on the 2-point conversion, and I was like, "Sit up. You're gonna just sit up. You're
Sit
gonna
up.
fall
This
asleep."
game's amazing.
And I was like, "No, I'll stay awake. I'll just lay here and stay awake." And I was asleep before commercial break.
It was unreal. Like I went upstairs, watched the first 3 quarters downstairs, went upstairs, got in bed, hoping it was almost over so I could turn it off.
Yeah, right.
And I told Jess, I was like, hey, they're down 15 or 16. I don't know what, 6 minutes left. I go, I'm getting ready to turn it off. She went downstairs, and then they came back and won. And I'm a Bills and Josh Allen fan, so I was excited for them. But also, going into that night in a fantasy matchup, I just needed Josh Allen not to score 40 points. Like, for context, in this league, my quarterback got 7 points, right? So a 40-point game is almost impossible. And he got 42, and he beat me. So he got the last, those 2 rushing touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Incredible game, incredible finish.
That is just perfect for our new segment intro.
Yeah.
And our new segment is Fitz's Bad Beats. We do it for college football. We also do it for the NFL because he gets them a lot. And that's a bad beat, my friend. Josh Allen,
Anything
40,
other-
and he got 42.
Yeah.
What a legend.
Yeah.
And so let's start with our boy Fitz. Any bad beats this week in the NFL? We know you had him in college football. Talk to us, man. How you feeling about NFL week 1?
Yeah, it did not take long. It was the first game of the season, Thursday night. I had one play. Besides, we dabble and sprinkle a little bit on some party parlays and stuff for the bar. But my one play was over 47.5. Cowboys, Eagles, 41 points at half.
Oh, my God.
You got to feel good about that, right?
You do.
You
You
got to
do.
feel
Pretty
good.
damn good.
You do.
They even kicked
You don't
the-
even cash out there.
No,
you're
you're right.
good.
They even kicked a field goal like fairly early in the third quarter. And I'm done. This is on me, 100% on me, because I texted Cole because he was asking what he should bet earlier in the day, and I told him the over, and I texted him the over was free, and they didn't score a point for the rest of the night. I blame the lightning delay and myself to not get any points the rest of that. So I was a little brat. I took my ball and went home. I withdrew all my money. I was like, this is not happening. The first game, we can't even ease into the football season. This has to happen on the very first game. So I withdrew my money, and I did not bet anything. I had bets already in, so I let those ride. But I didn't bet anything on Sunday.
Just take that, Fanatics.
I am depositing, for the record, I'm depositing immediately after this podcast and getting these bets in. But, yeah.
1
First
week
game.
ban. 1 week ban. Amazing. That is absolutely amazing, and that's why we do this segment, because his beats are unreal. Just wait for golf, because they're even better.
Ryder Cup, a couple weeks away.
Ryder Cup. Let us know. All right, let's get into well, let's do another. We're going to do another segment. This is kind of just recapping bets. We know Fitz, besides that game, didn't bet. So, you said you had some.
I had the bets preloaded, but
so
I didn't live. I'm a big live better.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
are,
live
yeah.
bet anything. I kind of just went with fantasy and some of the pools that I'm in to kind of get my fix this weekend.
Did you get any wins? What were your highlights?
Highlight was just winning our big our big fantasy league.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dynasty or
No,
something
I didn't
else?
do very good last year. I mean, the Packers hit.
Okay, so you bet.
I was on the
better.
Giants. They didn't hit. So,
Yeah.
no, I didn't have a very good week.
Okay. What about you, Denny? Did you have any bets you actually placed?
Yeah, I was 3-3 on the week. You're going to talk about one that I snuck by and won, so I'll talk about one that I lost. I lost the Patriots bet. I was very disappointed in the Patriots. All of this preseason hype about how they're going to be better, and Drake May and Vrabel and all this, and it was a very uninspired effort. And the Raiders kind of ran away with it. So I was I'm very upset about the Patriots here.
Patriots were very disappointing. Very disappointing. I got high hopes for Drake May, but that was just bad. And Vrabel, I was high on Vrabel. For me, I only had one bet, and I talked about how much I love the Packers. I just didn't bet it. I was too scared, Lions, but I just thought the Packers were going to roll, and they did, and I just didn't bet it. But another team I thought was going to roll and didn't, and it was scary, was the Broncos, minus 7.5. We took it. If you got 8.5, I'm sorry. They did not cover that. It was ugly for Bo Nix. Not great for Bo Nix. We'll talk about cards later in our buy, sell, and hold segment. That was not a very good game for Bo Nix. He made a couple passes that were horrible, but thank God for the Titans' offense. Cam Ward, I'm going to be honest, didn't look terrible. He looks like he can move out there. He's quick. He's athletic. His wide receivers didn't help him.
They cannot catch.
They dropped a ton of passes. Titans defense looked pretty good. Broncos escaped. Now Broncos have to go to the best quarterback in the league and play against Danny Dimes and the Colts. So we'll get to that as well, Mr. Miami Dolphins lock over here.
Okay.
So Broncos were my only bet, so we'll take it. Let's get to the board. 5 games. Here we go, starting with America's game of the week. And that is going to be, as I scroll down here, that is good game. This was the Super Bowl last year.
Sure was.
Right?
Yep.
Eagles going into Kansas City. Eagles at Chiefs. Chiefs are plus 1.5 at home, coming off a loss. The Chiefs can start the year 0-2. When's the last time that happened?
I don't think so during Patrick's reign, right?
I don't know. Double check that. We're the experts.
Yeah.
Double check that, producer. So Eagles at Chiefs. This game's at 4:25. Another awesome afternoon game to start it off. After the 1 o'clock slate, you go into Eagles Chiefs. Chiefs plus 1.5. So we'll start with Denny.
2014.
2014. That's wild.
That's pre-Patrick. Yeah.
That's wild. All right, so Denny.
Yeah.
Who you rolling with here? Chiefs
Man.
getting 1.5.
Listen, I faded the Chiefs last week. I was on the Chargers, and I watched that game, and
Great
I
call,
think it was the right bet. And I'll talk about Herbie in a second, but I think I'm going to go with the Eagles laying 1.5. I know it's on the road. I know it's at Arrowhead. I know unlikely for the Chiefs to go 0-2. I get all that. I think the Eagles are just a good quality team, and they're focused, and I got the Eagles over the Chiefs.
Even but the Cowboys gave the Eagles a scare. You don't think that has anything to do with it?
Well, they have a guy named Dak Prescott there. He's pretty good at football.
Yeah, you love Dak. How much money have you lost on Dak cards, though?
Well, cards, some. Bets, a lot.
Okay. Josh Allen?
Bets, a lot. Cards, probably made money on Josh Allen cards.
Love to see it. You love to see it. Fitz, who you taking here?
I'm taking the Birds.
Yes, sir.
We're Georgia bar.
Yes, sir.
Might be an Eagles bar too.
Might be an Eagles
after
bar.
Thursday.
Thursday night was packed
Wait
with
till
Eagles.
the Eagles play the Commanders here.
seriously,
It's going to be a
awesome.
zoo.
There might be fights.
It's going to be a zoo.
Cowboys, America's team, whether they're good or not, they still have a huge, massive fan base.
Yeah.
And this place, there was 2 Cowboys jerseys and 98% Eagles. It was awesome.
Is it a little also because they won the Super Bowl?
Yeah, for sure. yeah. But Philly's got a good fan base.
They do.
Yeah, I mean, we're not that far removed from the Super Bowl. They absolutely beat the brakes off of them. The Eagles, I think, got maybe a little bit better. I think the Chiefs got a little bit worse. Now they don't have Worthy in this game. Carter is not suspended.
That counted as his suspension because he didn't play it down. That's amazing.
Yeah, they're like, and they fined him exactly a game check.
That's amazing.
Which was like $57,000, which seems like, I guess he's still on his rookie contract.
Yeah.
because that it seems like way too low for a guy like him. But
Yeah.
Can you imagine if we had to pay $50,000 getting suspended at work?
We can institute that if you want. We're good.
But Philly drafts all Georgia players, so it only makes sense that we become
An Eagles
a
bar.
Philly bar.
Right in between Philly and Georgia, pretty much.
Yeah.
On the map.
So yeah, no, I just like the Eagles in this spot. I think I wasn't impressed. I know it's like a weird one with going to Brazil, right? So, but Mahomes didn't look that great. The Eagles just looked like, the first half at least. Yeah, just give me the Eagles here.
I'm with you guys, man. I'm taking the Eagles as well. The Chiefs just don't look like they have it right now. I think Kelsey, he's engaged now. I think he's just looking forward to getting out of this year healthy. Worthy, no Rice.
Yeah.
I just think the Eagles are gonna win this game. I had 2 preseason Super Bowl picks. I like my NFC pick, the Packers. I like that a lot. But I also had the Chiefs in there, and I am just regretting that after watching that first game against the Chargers. And they're going to start 0-2. The Eagles are going to beat them. So I'm with you. All right, Eagles, Jalen Hurts. I think they will get – Eagles won that game, and A.J. Brown caught one ball. Like, what?
Very end.
It's unreal. He's so good. So I think they get him more involved. Saquon Barkley is a freak. The man squats like 1,000 pounds. It's insane. So I'm going Eagles here. All right, let's get to the biggest dog of the week. And speaking of dogs, it's the dog pound. The Browns at the Ravens. And here I had the Browns minus 12.5. You would take the Ravens plus 12.5, right? It's a joke. Because you see that I put it the wrong way. Okay, the Ravens are minus 12.5. Ravens coming off a heartbreaking loss to the Bills. Now at home versus the Browns, minus 12.5. Browns almost beat the Bengals, and it is the same thing every year. Is so funny. I text my friend Muscatello, the same thing. Browns missing extra points, missing field goals. Could have won that game easily. Myles Garrett literally had 3 sacks in a row to force 3 out. It was insane. That's another story. The Bengals offensive line.
You could have sacked.
That's another
Joe
story.
Burrow.
The Bengals offensive line is another story. But the Browns getting 12.5. That is a ton of points. They look pretty good against the Bengals in a great offense. Joe Burrow only had 136 yards. Can they cover this, Fitz?
Yes.
Ooh.
They can. I thought they looked pretty good against the Bengals. I don't know how good the Bengals are. But anytime you have Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and Chase, they have great offense and great coach, close personal friend of Duke and Ice.
How'd y'all meet him again?
In Vegas at a crap stable.
Yeah, must have been nice.
Nice guy. Yeah, and then like you said, the heartbreaker loss for the Ravens. Another early divisional game where I just feel like, this failed me last week when I said this.
Yeah, how the Giants work out.
Yeah. Not great. But yeah, 12, it's just that line seemed a little high for me. So, yeah, give me the Browns.
Denny? You with them?
Yeah, same. I think 12.5 is too many. Ravens coming off a bloodbath of a game, emotional loss like Sunday night. They've been talking about it, hearing about it ever since. It's just a lot of points. The Browns aren't great, but they're feisty. So it's probably not a game I would bet, but if I had to bet it, I'm definitely taking the Browns getting the points.
Do you guys remember what the Ravens were preseason future?
To win it all.
Mm-hmm. Did it move?
You bet it.
But yeah, either 7 or 9.
Okay, so it didn't really move.
Yeah.
I was hoping I feel like that was the play right there to grab the Ravens after that loss.
Yeah.
But I don't think
the
it moved.
play
I think
would
they
be-
were about 7 when the last time I looked.
I don't think it moved really because it's the Bills. If they lose to the Browns, I'm definitely betting Ravens live.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
I don't think they're going to lose, but yes, but if they did,
because
yes.
we're going to take them in Survivor, right? We're going to take them?
I mean, it's going to be the most obvious.
Oh, yeah. Duh.
Yeah.
I'm opposite of you guys.
Okay.
If this was in Cleveland, I'd go with the points. But this is in Baltimore. They're going to show their fans that they're for real. And sorry they messed up last week and blew that game. I think this is going to be a blowout. So I'm going to take Lamar. to go nuts and take out the Browns here.
12.5 feels like it might be a blowout. Like it's almost like,
Yeah.
they're trying to get you to bet the other side just because they know it's gonna.
And I'm not taking
falling
it.
for it.
I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it. So I'm going to be on the island here. Let's go Ravens. Taking the favorite. All right, here we go. Best of the rest is couldn't really find a really good game for this next segment, but the next best game, I believe, is the Seahawks at the Steelers. We have agreed to take that the Steelers are -3 because I had it at 3.5, but Fitz was crying that it should be 2.5, so we met in the middle at 3. So Fitz, why don't you start us out here with the Steelers -3?
I'm gonna cry more because I have the Steelers -2.5 on FanDuel, but
Okay.
I'm taking -3 as well.
Always shop around.
Always shop around.
Purdy, long shot to play Sunday.
Always cry. I said I was gonna turn this TV off last time, but you've done pretty good not getting distracted.
No Purdy.
This isn't nearly as entertaining
No
as
Kittle.
watching Peyton Manning play for Tennessee in the late 90s.
Yeah, cook people.
Yes. All right. So Aaron Rodgers looked great. He downplayed the revenge factor. This is a revenge game for DK Metcalf.
People forget that people care about that.
And I was not impressed with Seattle. I'm not impressed with my own team. I thought Seattle should have. I mean, Purdy was giving them. He was not playing well. He was throwing up all sorts of crazy throws. They just couldn't take advantage of everything, the gifts that the Niners were trying to give them. JSN's going to have a big year. But I just wasn't impressed with Seattle and the way they looked. So I was impressed. I know the Steelers played the Jets, but that was a great game, and the offense looked different. I like it. I like the Aaron Rodgers experiment so far in Pittsburgh with those receivers, and I think they cover.
All right. I'm going to be opposite of you.
Okay.
This is why this was our argument, because I wanted +3.5. But you're right. That's no longer anywhere. So the threes, I'm taking the Hawks +3 against the Steelers. For the reasons you said, the Steelers played the Jets, and their defense was not Steeler defense. I think T.J. Watt has a fingernail and is out for the season. That guy is hurt every time you watch a game. They look lost on defense and let Fields run all over them. I think Darnold is going to find JSN in the middle of the field, pick them apart. I think this game's going to be very close. I'm not going to bet it because I think it can be a push very easily. But I just think the Steelers are not good. People love them, and they're not good. They're not good. They got lucky against the Jets. Aaron Rodgers, yes, he looked good. But again,
I forgot how bad you hate Aaron Rodgers. This is a very biased handicap right now.
41 years old. The guy is old.
Threw 4 touchdowns.
Okay, I know. It was the Jets, though, okay? So I'm taking the points with the Hawks. Denny, be the tiebreaker.
I'm leaning with Gray on this one. I don't like either one of these teams. I'm with Fitz that the Seahawks did not look that impressive, but I think they're a decent squad. I think the Steelers think they found something in Rodgers, and I think they've got fool's gold. I'm not bullish on Rodgers long term this year. I don't see the Steelers blowing anyone out. So honestly, I have the Steelers winning by a field goal, but I'm not taking them over that. So if you make me pick here, I'll take Seattle on the points.
It does feel like it's just going to be Chris Boswell kicking a field goal.
Yeah,
right?
it just feels like a very close game.
Has he ever missed a field goal? Ever?
I think he's 720.
Fantasy team
720 in a row.
Fantasy team sup. All right, then the last two, we do Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football. Sunday Night Football is we're actually doing 6 games because people forget that we have a doubleheader Monday night, and so we'll do that real quick. Sunday night, Falcons at my Vikings. How about J.J. McCarthy? Let's go. Looked like a pee-wee quarterback the first 3 quarters, but didn't matter. Super Bowl MVP, 4th quarter. Was unbelievable watching it here at Parlay with all my friends. And the Vikings take it down
All 2 of
and
them.
beat the Bears. Me and my 2
Griff.
friends chilling at the bar.
This is Griff. Is this one friend?
It was just one.
Okay.
And he missed out on the J.J. McCarthy jersey, and he was pissed.
Oh,
but he
man.
said, what a rush. Falcons at Vikings, -5.5, and I'm going to give you the name of the defensive player that is just going to wreak havoc on the Falcons. I like this Vikings team. Within the fourth quarter, when the coach and the defense just they were just gelling, and you just could tell every play that they were going to get to Caleb Williams. And you need to watch Andrew Van Ginkel. If you don't know this guy to Wisconsin,
Laces out, Van Ginkel.
He is everywhere. And let me just tell you something. Today, I ordered an Andrew Van Ginkel jersey.
For yourself?
For myself.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And he is
Did you have to get that one custom made?
He is my favorite. No.
Okay, they sell him in the team shop?
He is my favorite player. Just the way he plays. He looks like a Viking, right? He's got the long blonde hair.
Yeah.
Just if you watch a Vikings game, watch how hard this guy works. He is everywhere. If he's not tackling somebody, he's deflecting balls. He's in the quarterback's face, making it hard on the quarterback. And I think Penix, who looked good. Penix looked good last week for the card market. Awesome. I think we're gonna put his mind in a pretzel this week, baby. Vikings, let's go. -5.5. I know y'all are taking Falcons, and I don't care, because in that fourth quarter, y'all probably didn't stay up for it. The offense, the coach, the defense, the chemistry, just everyone who's behind JJ is like, look, dude, you sucked the first three quarters, but we still got you. To keep the defense, to keep him in that game and give him the confidence, they're a good team, dude.
Yeah, I mean, JJ really impressed me. Looked really bad the first half, through the really bad pick six. First game starting on the road, tough environment. He really got it together, never doubted himself, and I was impressed. Always impressed by the coaching staff, O'Connell and the boys of the Vikings. But I just think I like Penix, like the Falcons. And I think 5.5 is too much for a rookie quarterback.
There's a lot of points. I give you that.
So I'm definitely taking the Falcons and the points here. I'm assuming that Drake's playing. I know he's a little banged up. But, yeah, that to me is an easy pick for me, the Falcons.
That is a key factor. Is Drake London going to play or not?
Yeah.
Because he didn't come back in that game, and it was a close game.
Yeah.
And so if he was...
It's Wednesday now, so we'll know more by Sunday. But as of Wednesday, I'm assuming he's going to play.
You're assuming.
Yeah. When I'm making this wager...
When are y'all going to put respect on the Vikings in my team? Who's the offensive coordinator?
I've always put respect on the Vikings. I think it was last year. I was the one who took the over in the wins, and you said you took the under.
I did. I actually did.
They won like 14 games.
Think about a coaching staff that can make a team go 14-3 with Darnold as a
He's
quarterback.
so good. He's so good.
He's great.
And people listen to him, man. Like, did y'all watch the end of that game?
Yeah.
So the Bears had one timeout with the 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
But the big thing that happened, and I was like, this is the best. Like, just great coaching. They kicked it into the end zone.
Yeah.
And if he needs it, they get 2 timeouts, really, right?
Right.
And the guy is looking at his coach, kind of, take it out.
Yeah.
And takes it out. That's like burning a timeout. It
Yeah.
went under the 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That's
Also,
just
Kyra Santos
awesome.
doesn't have the leg to get it out of the end zone, which is
Yeah.
pathetic.
Yeah,
Just kick it a little bit harder, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Who are you taking?
Can we get a visual on this cup that Duke is drinking out of? I've never seen a cup. Is that leaking? That is sweating
Dude,
more than I've ever
He
seen.
never uses a coaster either.
It's condensating.
Pisses me off.
Quite a bit.
Your computer's soking wet.
It's dripping on my
We're
leg.
gonna have to throw this table away. How many
Yeah.
times you put your drink on with no?
I am gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the Falcons.
God. On an island.
I do love
it.
the Vikes.
I
But,
love it. I'll be here at Parlay 820. Come see me.
I thought the Falcons played really well. I thought they should have. They had a good chance to beat Tampa Bay. They couldn't.
Yeah,
They
definitely.
couldn't catch any of the interceptions that Baker was trying to throw them.
We're actually watching the replay right now.
They had a chance at the end. But yeah, the Bucks. I think the Bucks are a fine team. So I just thought at 5.5 points, I'm gonna take the Falcons. I like the way Penix looked.
I think it's the JJ hype push. It should be 3.5, something like that.
I'm with you. Like, I'm not betting this game by any means, but for record-wise, to beat you guys, I knew you would take the
I
Falcons.
think the Vikings win
Pivot.
this game.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah,
You
we
coming to
stayed up-
Parlay? You
had
coming
to
to Parlay?
had to stay up
You
for
be
it.
my friend?
That was a good sweat. That was a good Monday night
Sims will watch with you.
sweat.
Falcons, Vikings.
Oh man,
Yeah.
me versus Sims.
Yeah.
Say some mean things.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that with him. All right, we have 2 Monday night games. We have a 7 p.m. game, which is nice to get it early. I will not make it to the 10 p.m. game.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
I
10
mean, that's
p.m.,
ridiculous. But 7 p.m. is nice. We have the Bucks at the Texans. Texans are -2.5. And we have the Chargers at the Raiders. Raiders are +3.5. That's at 10 o'clock at night. So let's talk about both these games. I'll start it out. I'm going to take the points with the Bucks. I just love Baker Mayfield. Came back on the Falcons to win that game. Emeka, 2 touchdowns. Your boy, props to you. Nice dynasty pick there. Bucky Irvin is insane. Their offense is really good. Defense needs some work, but here's why I'm taking the points. The Texans don't give C.J. Stroud any time to think. If the Bucks play it right and just blitz all night, I think the Bucks will put up enough points where they'll be able to win this game, in my opinion. So I'm going to take the Bucks and the points, and then I'm going to ride the red-hot Chargers. Chargers just beat the Chiefs. Raiders beat the Patriots. So I think people are thinking that the Raiders, this line 3.5. I think the Chargers are more like probably maybe should be 6 points, to be honest with you. I think Herbert has his girl. He's got some swag to him. Quentin Johnston is actually catching the ball. Amari Hampton, I think, had a so-so game, but that was his first game. I think he gets going against this Raiders defense. Just need to block Crosby. So I'm gonna go Chargers Bucks here. Take the -3.5 with Chargers +2.5 Bucks. Fitz.
So I definitely was on the Bucks early on here, and I thought this game was going to be. I thought the line was flipped. I thought the Bucks would be favored, at least to pick them. And then I saw literally because of the line, I've switched my pick because I felt like this was a trap game.
Something you don't know.
Yeah, so I moved on to the Texans -2.5 here. I think the Bucks did get fairly lucky against the Falcons. I still like the Bucks. I think the Bucks are a good team, and they're going to win the South. And the Texans offense did look pretty bad, but that was a tough spot going to L.A. They were in L.A., right? They weren't at home. No one knows. We're the experts. But you mentioned the offensive line for the Texans.
Duke's just watching Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, we talked about this. We get distracted. The offensive line for the Bucks gives me pause too. So I love D'Amico Ryans. I think he can dial up some pressure and get to them. So yeah, really honestly, because before I looked at the line, I thought the Bucks would be favored, and then when they weren't, I was like, I don't.
You don't trust it.
Yeah, I don't trust myself. So I'm gonna switch to the Texans.
Man, me and Fitz in sync. College football definitely against each other in every game here in the NFL. Denny, Fitz, you and Chargers. Go ahead.
Yes.
Do the 10 o'clock too.
Yeah, 10 o'clock. That's just so egregious for us East Coasters. Herbert looked awesome.
Awesome.
The offense looked awesome. I think you talked about Murray and Hampton not having a great game. Like Harbaugh known for running the ball, and he let Herbert
cook.
Yeah, he let him cook, and he let him make passes. So he didn't have to lean on rushing the ball all game long. So another great coach matchup here. Harbaugh, Carroll, big time rivalry.
Give us some stats, Fitz. I know you got
back
stats.
from Stanford and Southern Cal to the Niners and Seahawks. Now they're both in the AFC West. It's
God.
great.
That's great.
They are 6-6 all time between college.
Wow,
and
it's going to break the tie.
The all-important 13th game rubber match, as we call it in the biz. Give me Harbaugh. Give me the Bolts.
That's what we call it in the biz.
We all call it that. Everyone's always waiting for that 13th game between coaches. We can't wait for Frank Wright and Bill O'Brien to get there.
Dear
can't
God.
wait.
I hope we don't see that.
I think Frank Wright is on his way out. As soon as
I think
Andrew
he's just doing a favor
finds
for
coach.
Andrew Luck.
Yeah, that's
this
what
year.
I said. It's literally a courtesy.
Yeah, Bolts.
All right. Colts or Chargers?
Bolts. Chargers.
Bolts, yeah.
What are you talking about? All right, Denny.
All right, yeah. I
break
actually
the tie.
I like both these games, and I'm betting both these games. So I agree that the line stinks on the Bucks Texans game. I don't care. I'm taking the Bucks. Probably will take Bucks money
guy.
line. The problem with the Texans, they're not protecting CJ. Like it's parking the old parking a Maserati in a carport kind of thing. Like they're not protecting him at all. He's going to get killed. Didn't have enough weapons. I like the Bucks. I like Baker in a close game. To me, this one's not even close. And so, yes, if it's a sucker line, I'm your sucker. Give me the Bucks. Yeah, I'll take the points for this format. I'll probably bet the money line. And then, Justin Herbert last week looked like the Justin Herbert that I've always thought he was. This is Harbaugh year 2.
Get them cards on eBay, boy.
Exactly. Keenan looked good. He looked fine. Like we all thought he's 100 years old. He looked fine. And I thought when Amarian got the ball, I think he looked good. I liked what I saw out of him in a smaller dosage. The Raiders actually did surprise me last week. Pete Carroll's a hell of a coach, so I just don't think they have enough. Bowers is a little dinged up. Something to watch.
Yeah, I hate that.
I think he's going to play. I think he's going to play, but he's a little dinged up, so just something to be aware of. But, I don't love laying 3.5, but I will lay it. So give me the Bucks and the Chargers. Let's go.
All right, let's get it.
You don't have to worry about Harbaugh, settling. He's going to try to beat Pete.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right, me and Duke aligned there. Bucks, Chargers. Everyone on board with the Chargers. Let's move on to touchdowns. Touchdowns, our new segment. Guess what? We want to know. Plus 1150. Parlay hitting the George Kittle before he got hurt. Hitting Chase Brown. Hitting Justin Fields. No big deal. Our accounts look nice. I hope you listened. All 8 of you. All right, so here we go.
Dude, there was a lot of pressure because you taking a rushing touchdown from a quarterback is always
That's tough.
It's risky.
Dude. Plus 200.
Yeah, great odds.
We got twice.
You got
twice.
12, with ease. And then so it came down to me because I was in a late window, and then for Kittle to get it there first drive, and then immediately pull a hammy.
And immediately be in street clothes?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I texted my buddy, and he was like, yeah, he took a cleat to the face. And I was like, oh, jeez, okay. And then that didn't happen. It was like I was texting Gray.
It was great. Something I would say.
Great
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That was something I would say. But we hit a nice touchdown parlay. So let's give you another winner. To be honest, my partners, they didn't get a lot of value here. So I would suggest that maybe next week they do some value.
Okay, we gave you the value. You're the one who took the running back last week. We gave you a tight end and a rushing quarterback.
That's true. But we go from plus 1150 to plus 450, which is still fine. Let's just get winners, baby. All right, so let's start with Denny. Here we go. Who is your guy that you're picking?
I'm going to take Jamar Chase in a bounce back spot. Didn't have the biggest of games. Like in all the guillotine pools, all the people that went first and took Chase, a lot of those people lost their guillotine pools. And so, these wide receivers, you're going to hear from another one here in a second from Gray's pick. Diva wide receivers, when they don't get, I'm not saying he's the biggest diva. I like Jamar Chase. But when they don't get fed, they get angry. And they almost always go back to him the next week. And so I think Jamar Chase is in a good spot, plus 125.
What, plus 125 or minus 125?
I'm sorry, minus 125.
Yeah,
You're
minus
right.
125. Yeah, you guys have no value this week, but I like the pick because I need him in Dynasty. And good call in the guillotine, man.
Yeah.
I bet everyone lost that
Yeah.
Chase. Did you have him in guillotine?
I'm not in the guillotine pool.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Fitz, who you going with? You are Homer, back-to-back 49ers.
Yeah,
Give it to me.
I was trying to find some quick math here on my phone, but I can't get it up in time. I was going to juice it and go 2 touchdowns from this
Ooh.
gentleman.
Oh.
Because there's literally nobody left on the offense for the San Francisco 49ers.
And they play the Saints.
We play the Saints.
Yeah.
They're going to score.
So, McCaffrey's minus 135, which is crazy. I mean, long in my opinion. He should be minus 200.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who else is going to score?
I feel like that.
And you got Matt Jones.
Brock Purdy's
dump passes.
Right. They're going to run the ball. They don't have Kittle. They don't have Jennings might not play. So you have Ricky Pearsall
and
Kyle Juszczyk.
Throw Juszczyk in
and
there.
Luke Farrell.
Let's do a fourth leg with
Juszczyk. We should look to see what 2 touchdowns for CMC is. But yeah, that's gonna be my play here.
I would rather throw in Juszczyk as a fourth leg as opposed to doing that.
I kind of like Juszczyk.
It's fun. He's always like plus 600, 7. But
That's like y'all doing Luke McCaffrey every week.
Luke McCaffrey,
2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns.
So I had to add some value to this one, and it's not that much value. I actually like 2 receivers in this game. I was going to go Malik Neighbors. I also love that. But I'm going to go CeeDee Lamb plus 105 in a redemption game. He had a good game. Fantasy-wise, had a good game. But as a Cowboy fan, as a CeeDee Lamb fan, he did not. He dropped some big passes.
Cost him the game.
Cost him the game, like Duke said. And playing the Giants this week, Dak Prescott, say what you want about him, but he's a good quarterback. Going to get Lamb the ball, and they're going to get him a touchdown to get his confidence up here this week. So we got CMC, CeeDee Lamb, and Jamar Chase. I love it. We're going 2-0. I think we're going to win every week.
I just picked up Dak in your Dynasty League, by the way.
Smart.
And I'm starting him.
Smart.
I dropped Tua.
You should. Tua
I'll
stinks.
trade you a quarterback. I picked up. You wanted Justin Fields, didn't you?
Maybe.
Trade.
All right.
Maybe.
Let's get into our locks of the week and Survivor pick. All three of us advanced with our Survivor picks. We all took the Broncos. We could have been knocked out again.
Yeah.
Remember we all got knocked out in the first or second week last year?
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
We were just like, well, Survivor's over.
It's a good reminder, though. Like, every time we do this, like, we look at it, like, you look at the lines.
Get different.
That's the first thing you do is look at the lines. Who's the biggest favorite, right?
Yeah,
It's like
right.
Ravens are obvious. Like,
Yeah.
it's not obvious. Like,
It's
all
NFL.
of those teams struggled. Every single one of the big – I mean, the Eagles could have lost.
Eagles could have lost. Bengals could have lost.
Bengals could have lost. The Broncos could have lost. So, really, it's a crapshoot.
That's why
Yeah.
it's fun, yeah.
So we all took Broncos, survived. I'm not even going to, get into our Survivor pick this week. We all took Ravens. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's just be smart. This is a hard week this week. So if you're in a small pool, definitely take the Ravens. If you're in a big pool, take a few. If you have more than one entry, take a few Ravens and then get different elsewhere. We were 8 for 8 in our big one.
Yep. 8 for 8.
Thank you, Fitz, for taking us off the Patriots.
Thank you.
So this week, I'm sure we'll get some Ravens in. We should be more prepared next week to tell the people what we're thinking. I think they would like to hear that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
our strategy behind it. But I
Sure.
know that we're going to go Ravens. Let's get into our locks. We went 2-1 last week as a group. Broncos hit. Chargers hit. Nice job, Denny. Fitz took the Dolphins, and that's why we didn't have a party parlay, because I was not putting the Dolphins in the party parlay.
Boycotted it.
I boycotted it. I was like, my under 7.5 is free for the Dolphins. They stink.
Atlanta clipped this.
So-
He said this was the one they were going to get last week. He was all over the Dolphins, too.
I'm actually a full fade on the Dolphins this year. I have their under 7.5, but I think this is the one game they get.
I think this is the one game they get.
I was not.
That was the worst bet I've ever made in my entire
You were
life.
texting me. You were like, I meant the other team.
Yeah. I mean, that was awful.
It was embarrassing.
So let's get into this week. We're going to go Fitz. We're going to go Denny. And this is great podcasting, but I really got to pee. Okay. So, yeah, I'll take over from here.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay. Bathroom break in the last segment. Awesome.
You gave your picks already?
I'm a sucker for I'm a sucker for the Dolphins because my close personal friend Dan Soder is close personal friends with Mike McDaniel. He used to coach for the 49ers, so I was
Right.
probably
For what it's worth, I was on the Dolphins too with you
Yeah.
last week. So
the Colts are way better than I thought, I guess.
I think it's coaching.
Dimes.
Coaching. Steichen's the dude. I
Yeah.
think. I think that's
I still
what
like
it is.
McDaniel.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw a report that Tyreek might be on the way out.
Yeah.
Steelers have made a formal offer apparently.
Time to rebuild.
I love that.
The Steelers.
Yeah, I think that's a great fit. A crazy psycho
Yeah.
receiver
Yeah.
going to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. So, lock of the week for me this week is going to be the Lions. They are minus 5.5 at home versus the Bears. Ben Johnson. I would not be on this game if they would have beat the Vikings. I think that he is going to be thinking about this game as a brand new head coach and how did he blow that game.
Yeah.
And now he has to turn around and immediately go back to Detroit. That's got to be an emotional game for him. I think for Dan Campbell and the Lions, it's not as emotional.
Yeah.
And they are coming off pretty bad beat in division, so they have to get right. They can't fall to 0-2. Crazy stat: Goff and Campbell 10-0 straight up and against the spread, coming off a loss in their last 10 games. So I'm just not gonna buck that trend. I'm gonna ride with the Lions. I wish it wasn't 5.5. I wish it was a little bit shorter, but I can see them winning by double digits, honestly.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I think the Lions have to bounce back, and I like the spot. I think the announcers were talking so big on Ben Johnson and Caleb, and then McCarthy threw the pick six, and all of a sudden after that the Bears did nothing right after that. Like, yeah, your Vikings looked a lot better. So like, I don't know. I think people are going to start doubting Caleb a little bit, and I just think the Lions are still a better team than the Bears. So I'm with you there. My lock of the week is Dallas -5.5 at home against the Giants. The Cowboys were going toe-to-toe with the Eagles in the first half. They couldn't stop them, but they couldn't be stopped either. I think the Giants are pretty bad. Russ couldn't do anything against the Commanders, and I think the Commanders' D-line's good. I don't think it's like elite. I'm not sure it's all Russ's fault. He just couldn't. He had no time to do anything. And then if they're considering putting Dart in early, I'm not sure if that's a good idea this early. I don't know, but I think the Cowboys need a win. They're mad about last week. They're going to bounce back. Dak's going to go nuts. I think CD's going to go nuts. So I really like – I mean, they played the Philly D, which is considerably better than the Giant D, and they went through them the first half like shit through a tin horn.
Well, they went toe-to-toe with them in the second half, too, because neither one of them scored a point.
Right.
So it's a lightning storm.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's my lock. And, yeah, Ravens is my survivor, Gray.
Awesome. And I just think the Giants are in a bad place right now. I think I've already heard rumors that the owner and the coach are already, like, the owner wants Dart. The coach is like, no, like, it's a mess already.
Yeah.
For me, my lock, I hate every line this week.
Okay.
I'm not.
You don't like the board? You're not seeing the board right now.
I don't see the board. So this is the week that I think I'm going to pull a Fitz and live bet a lot of things.
Okay.
But my lock is I'm going back to where I saw this line. But I'll let y'all call it because Fitz thinks this is a BS line. I had Seahawks at +3.5. Do I need to change that to 3?
I don't think it matters.
For this segment, if you can get the 3.5, get it. I would say take it. Yeah.
Okay, so I was just saying, I will use an alternate line. Like, I'll bet it because I think 3.5. If you get the hook with the Seahawks, is the best bet of the week. The Steelers are at home, but people are just like, oh, Aaron Rodgers, 4 touchdowns. It's against the freaking Jets. It's Aaron Rodgers. He's 41. It's not going to happen again. The Seahawks are a better team. The defense is not going to let that happen. I like the Seahawks to get an outright win here. So taking the points, it was just easy for me. And then Ravens are my survivor pick. So for our locks, it's not the Dolphins this week. It is the Lions. Where'd you get them at, Fitz? I didn't.
5.5.
5.5. So the Lions 5.5, -5.5. Dallas -5.5. You feeling Cowboys picking up Dak? You're feeling it.
Feeling
and
it.
then
Seahawks Cowboys fan.
Seahawks +3.5. And to real quick to end our podcast, being a card shop, Graybo Sports Cards, come check us out in RVA Scott's Edition, or check out our website. We got our cards up there at graybos.co. Is buying and selling or holding segment. Let's talk about a few quarterbacks, and y'all. If anybody has anything to add, let me know. Would you buy? Would you hold? Or will you sell? And there's 3 quarterbacks I want to talk about. Obviously, sell every Miami Dolphin. We won't talk about them. But the first one, Drake May, coming off not a great. Started out okay, but not a great effort against the Raiders. I had high hopes for him. Talk me off a ledge with Drake May.
Yeah, if we like Drake May preseason as a buy, I think he's still a buy. It's a slight buy low point because not an impressive week 1 for the Patriots or Mr. May. So I'm still a buy on Drake May.
Fitz, you have anything to add?
Might be your time to buy Mac Jones.
Oh God!
He's gonna get He's gonna get a start. You may be able to recoup some of your money because no one's sold or you can't sell.
Let's go in on Desmond Ridder.
Yeah.
Desmond Ritter's best days are still ahead of him. He just needs a chance.
It's a great buy low point for Ridder.
Maybe Eddie Pinheiro. Maybe he's a buy.
Is he a kicker?
Yeah. Nino's new kicker.
All right. Oh, yeah. Y'all cut Jake Moody.
Yeah, I'm going off the rails here. It's late. It's
right.
It's
late. It's late.
2 or 3
the
lights.
vibe is dying.
2 or 3 lights are out.
All right. Let's move on. I got 2 more quarterbacks. And I'll just tell both. I'll say both of them, and we'll just get into there. Michael Penix looked actually really good against the Bucs, in my opinion. So is Michael Penix a buy, a sell, or hold? And Justin Herbert, I know we have a lot of cards of him in the fund. What are we doing with them? So Penix and Herbert, dude.
So I think Penix is a slight buy for me. I think he's a winner, and I like him. I think he'll do well in Atlanta. I'm not sure he's like a top 5 guy ever. Top 10 or 12 guys sell a little, they don't sell great. So I would call it a slight buy. To me, I think Herbert's a buy. Like he's hit prices of big Herberts from 2 years ago are down like maybe 50%, 60, 40%. And unless you're buying a particular card that happened to pop since they beat the Chiefs, which I think is slightly unlikely. I think if you're buying off 3 month ago comps, a year ago comps, I think Herbert is a buy. I'm a believer. I'm a truther.
So we got 3 buys here: Drake May, Penix, Herbert. 3 buys. So tell me, who would you sell?
I think we were joking before we would sell all the Dolphins except for Achane, except for me.
You love him.
I do love Achane. Yeah. I'll tell you who looked good week 1 is Breece Hall. So
Breece Hall looked good.
Watch Breece Hall this week and beyond. Like, just watch him, please.
Braylon out, again, the Steelers look different on D. What the hell? Fitz, man.
Are you buying Aaron Rodgers?
What's your... You buy Aaron
What about Joey Burrow, man? That's
what about Brock Purdy, Fitz? Give us your take on him.
I mean, he didn't look good at all.
You just PC him, or do you actually sell him?
Yeah, I have I'll usually hold on to his stuff, and then when he gets near the end of the season, I'll start selling it off a little bit.
Yeah,
'cause you can go cyclical with it. You could just wait for if you think Justin
it's all about
Herbert is going
timing.
to make the playoffs, then just hold him and buy him and sell him before he gets eliminated. And if you like him, just buy him in the offseason. So you can literally just make that. That would be my strategy for guys like that. The guys who aren't like Lamar and Josh Allen, the guys who have legitimate chances to win the Super Bowl, I would carry them through if you think they're going to make the playoffs, and then just sell them right in the playoffs.
I agree with you. Purdy did not look good. That was a lucky catch in the end zone. I hate to say it.
Oh,
bad ball.
Yeah. I right when he threw it, I was like, well, that was a pick. Yeah.
All right, well, that's going to do it. Just some great segments. We're getting better and better at this, boys, huh? You know what I'm saying?
So much better.
At picks or podcasting or what?
Well,
just
life.
Life in general.
Just
We're getting better at life.
Yeah.
Getting better at life. Hey, give us a 5-star review at Graybo's Giblets, wherever you listen to this. And we would love to see you at Parlay on Sundays for some NFL football. Commanders fans, I'll tell you what, you better show up when you play the Eagles.
You better.
We do not need this bar overrun by Philly fans. We need the Commanders to show up. Oh, and shout out to the card shop for hitting the $25K Jaden Daniels 1-of-1 rookie card, snakeskin, no big deal, out of Panini Prism. What's up?
I don't think the guy knows.
Know your product. Select.
I don't think the guy knows yet.
The guy doesn't even know. This guy doesn't even know he had a $25,000 card. And so we have to send the cards. We're not sending that one. We're just sending the ones.
You and me are going to drive up there. I told him we're Publisher Clearinghouse. We're going to rent a van.
Yeah.
And we're going to show up to this guy's door.
We're going to do content on it.
Where does he live?
In Reston, Virginia.
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah.
Do content on it.
Yeah.
2-hour drive.
Let's hope he's home.
Yeah. Just leave it in his. Leave it on his front.
Murrieta? Are you Murrieta?
So I literally were like, we got to ship the rest of his cards today, and I put a note in there. I said, call the shop.
Yeah.
Dude, you don't know. You hit a $25,000 card on $130.
Yeah.
Huh?
Could
Definitely could be more.
I mean, it's crazy.
25 to 50.
Sure.
Yeah.
25 might be the floor. Yeah.
Yeah,
nuts.
25 is definitely the floor.
Yeah.
Definitely
Unreal.
the floor.
Unreal hit.
So, Giblets, we out.
Giblets.